It would be an understatement to suggest that my education is important to me. Myself and my fellow students that have taken the time to speak to you today have something in common. We define ourselves by our education. We spend the majority of our lives reading, studying, inquiring, and investing our thoughts and our minds into the material in which our classes cover. Dundee Crown High School is the place where I realized my love of learning and education, and where I discovered how I would academically define myself for the rest of my life as a passionate scientist. While the decisions of us students play the largest role in our education, some aspects that we cannot control have been hindering our abilities to receive the most integrated and quality education we can. Like I mentioned, as a lover of sciences, I look forward to every day in my AP Bio class. While my wonderful teacher does an exemplary job in teaching us the complexities and details of the subject, he cannot reach us on as high of a level as possible because it is impossible to be able to individually fit the needs of 46 students in his class in a class period. My AP language teacher also does a fantastic job helping us in discussion and furthering our understanding and analysis of complex and beautiful pieces, but simply cannot evaluate our personal progress as much when she has over 35 journals and proposals to grade and read in one night. Because this is an impossible task, we don't progress as quickly as we would like to, and we are behind. In my pre-calculus class, my teacher is unable to, during work time, attend to every student who has their hands raised because there are so many of us, and he finds himself running back and forth in the classroom because we all are confused on the subject because, like Desi said earlier, it's pre-calculus. I mentioned how this has affected both teachers and students because our learning conditions are their working conditions. This is observable when noticing that the teacher workload due to our obscene class sizes increase, so does the student workload because we must supplement the work that our teachers are unable to do in such short periods of time. I would like to read further, inquire further, and invest my mind further in these classes, but as I have demonstrated, the sizes of my class prohibit me from doing so, and consequently, the quality of my education is suffering. This is an issue that all of my fellow students are frustrated with. This is why, as we fight for our education tonight, our hearts break when we realize that our education, the way in which we define ourselves, is lacking. Members of the Board of Education, this is why when you continue your negotiations with D300, I implore you for a moment to set aside financial issues that can be resolved. Realize that, Mr. Stevens, you mentioned that small class sizes are a desire of everyone in education. However, they are not a want or a whim. They are essential for us students to receive the education we so obviously deserve. We cannot simply dismiss such an influence as a want when it clearly makes so much of an impact on us students and our teachers who put everything into educating us. Now, I implore you to please prioritize students over financial issues that will and can be resolved, because the needs of students who with our whole hearts love our schools, our teachers, and our education. And I know that if you define yourselves as much in your duty of allowing us to receive the most quality education as we do in our education, I am positive that you will make the right decision and decide that the smaller class sizes are a priority, not a want or a whim. Thank you.